Creating this drape fabric from ceiling effect often requires a large number of steps and high computer performance, such as simulation, weight setting, and baking. The results obtained from all this effort are often not ideal, and it places high demands on the computer. Let's shift our thinking. Actually, you can use a much simpler method to achieve an even better effect. Not only that, but it also includes collision effects, and the performance requirements are extremely low. In the EV rendering viewport, you can maintain real-time simulation and instant rendering. The creation principle is very simple. First, create an edge to use as a control. Open the Geometry Node Editor, click New. Add an Extrude Mesh node to convert the edge into a face. Add a Set Position node to control the length. Next, you need to increase the mesh on the face, so add a Subdivide Mesh node. But you'll notice the mesh is uneven. I can add another Subdivide Mesh node before it, but it's still not smart enough, so use a Resample Curve node to perform distance subdivision. Now, add the cloth effect using a Set Position node and a Noise Texture node. But you'll find the effect is offset because the minimum value of the noise texture is 0, so add a Vector Math node to subtract 0.5, making the values range from -0.5 to 0.5. Then, lower the scale of the noise texture, and you'll see the rough effect. The noise texture affects the XYZ axis, and we can use Multiply to control each axis individually. You can retain small values to give it slight movement rather than making it completely static. Next, I want the top end to be unaffected by the noise texture node's values. We can use the position and the highest point to calculate the height percentage of each position. You'll see the effect is inverted, so you need to add a math node to reverse the values. Now, you can see that the top end is completely unaffected. And you can reduce some values to achieve natural swinging. Currently, this effect is static. We need to change the noise texture to 4D, then use the frame to control the W value, and use math to reduce the frame value to slow down the speed. After that, you can adjust the noise texture values to get the desired effect. You can also control these two values to fine-tune the effect. Once you get the desired effect and add a material, you'll find it doesn't work because the cloth's geometry is created in the geometry nodes and has no material information. You need to add a set material node at the end to set the material. Also, note that geometry created in geometry nodes has no UVs, so you need to make the following changes in the material shader. At the end of this node, insert some values into the group input so the effect can be easily modified in the modifier panel. The first is the subdivide level to control the number of polygons. The second is the amplitude of the effect. And the third is the speed. At the beginning of the video, I demonstrated collision effects, but we don't have that yet. We can add a simple collision to achieve this, and the tutorial video and download for the simple collision are in the top right of the video and in the description section. The simple collision requires adjusting the offset value to achieve the best results. Thanks for watching.